All I have to say is I have a juicy YouTube video for you guys today. Now listen, you should already know this by now, especially if you've been diving into the most recent episodes that I've been posting. All I talk about is how to lose body fat in the simplest way possible. And who knows, maybe that's why you're watching this video right now. It's because you want to learn the easiest and simplest tactics that I like to use. You know, let's face it, we're all on the same mission here. We're trying to look good, feel good, have more confidence, have more energy. Most importantly, just like leave a legacy, right? Establish better habits for ourselves. That way, maybe we can pour out into, the lives of others to help, that's it. So we're all on the same path, okay? It's just that some people are trying to do this the hard way and some people are trying to do this the easy way. And maybe if you've been trying to lose body fat for quite some time, you've been trying things the hard way, right? Maybe you've tried the dieting, maybe you've tried the ketos, the carnivores, the endless amounts of cardio, right? And we're talking about cardio today, which is funny. And maybe you tried, all the different workout programs. I just like coaching our members and teaching them the easiest way. Because once again, I'm a big believer in monkey see, monkey do. And also you need to learn how to not just talk the talk, but walk the walk. I know that there's a lot of trainers out there that they can say a lot. They're very knowledgeable. But once again, knowledge is one thing. And, adapting and utilizing that knowledge, right? Applied knowledge is another thing. So sometimes you got to look the part. You have to be the part. We can't just tell our kids, for example, hey, eat the broccoli, eat the vegetables if we're not, right? We have to lead by example. So with that out of the way, let's talk about the easiest way, how we can lead by example when it comes to losing body fat. And that's this right here, okay? When it comes to basic movement, that's really the secret. If you think way back in the day, right? We were designed to move our bodies, be very primal, not sit behind a desk all day. And I'm one to blame here because half the time I'm recording videos, or used to at least, sitting down. I'm working on training programs sitting down. And then it started to really affect me, right? Not just mentally, where I felt like I was just tired all day long by just having this sedentary desk job of working on nutrition plans, workouts, different YouTube videos, content, etc. But it's also started to affect me physically. My back really started to hurt. And it was mainly because I was just so sedentary. I was just constantly sitting there. And so I had to go to a chiropractor. They did x-rays. It was this whole thing. L4, L5, S1 sciatica. I had to, spend all this money. And it's just it didn't even help. Honestly, the chiropractor was just like a Band-Aid to the gunshot wound. And it wasn't until I started focusing on two things, right? The first one was just staying hydrated. I feel like that's a huge thing that most people forget about. Their body's over 65, 70% water. It's we should be hydrated more. That's a big aspect when it comes down to recovery and keeping our cortisol levels nice and low so we can start losing more body fat, okay? But the second thing is just moving around, just getting up, practicing what I preach, telling my coaching members, hey, strive to gain 10,000 steps. And I felt like a hypocrite because I'm the one telling that behind the computer desk. And so I had to make some investments. Stand-up desk, right? You see me walking right now on a walking pad, started to also prioritize, hey, just getting up and moving, saying no to work for 10 minutes and maybe just going for a quick walk outside or walking around my house. And that's the whole point of this video, guys. I'm going to get into the specifics here on how losing fat, right, by walking is way more beneficial than running. I'm going to talk about that here a little bit, but I want you to just keep in mind the simplicity to this. You didn't hear me say go for a run. You didn't hear me say spend 2 hours in the gym. Right? You heard me just say, hey, get up and move around. Get a stand-up desk. Maybe get a walking pad, right? Maybe just set a timer on your phone as a reminder to just get up and move your body. That's how losing body fat should be. If you want to learn how to lose fat and keep it off with simple fat loss habits just like that, just like what I talked about, I have a free training guide in the link down below. If you click on the description box, if you're watching this on YouTube, it's the very first link. Go check it out, right? You'll learn more tips just like that. Now, right now, okay, I just personally give myself a goal of 10,000 steps. But since I got this walking pad, which is the best thing in the world, honestly, recording videos, doing my coaching calls, working on nutrition plans, and it's just doing it when I can move, it's killing two birds with one stone. So before, like I said, my goal was about, 10,000, 12,000 steps. That's what I was aiming for. I bumped it up to about 15,000 steps. And just from today, we're just using the Apple Health app, because honestly, I was wearing a Fitbit, a knockoff one that I got on Amazon. Don't know what happened to it. It fell off, the band broke, and it's gone. So instead of buying another one, even though it's $10, I'm just like, hey, just use this thing. Let's see how accurate it is. So I've been keeping my phone in my pocket. And so we're already at 23,000 steps. 23,000 steps. Just like, wow. I feel like I didn't even get a workout in it. Right? If I had to run 23,000 steps in one sitting, like running a half marathon, that would suck. Right? That would hurt my knees. That would hurt my ankles, my back. That wouldn't be the funnest thing. But just by setting reminders like, hey, Joe, we're going to record a video. Let's get on the treadmill, right? Let's get on that walking pad. Hey, Joe, we have a coaching call today. Let's do it walking around. Hey, Joe, we just came home from the gym, right? Before we go upstairs and, shave and shower. Like, hey, let's just, focus on a quick little walk to cool everything down. Small little things, right? Really make a world of a difference. Now, just remember, that's how fat loss should be. Small little tweaks make a world of a difference. It's the same thing when it comes down to nutrition, guys. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be complicated. Like literally, small little tweaks, eat more protein here and there, cut out some junk food there, right? Most people think that the problem is portion control, but it's really not. It's just that they're malnourished in terms of eating protein for their body type. They're just not eating enough. And if you can just focus on a way, whether it's your whole foods or supplements on how to eat more protein, I promise you, right? If you combine that with this habit right here, game changer. Right? I can only imagine how much weight you'll lose in the next 90 days if you just prioritize those few small little tweaks. So let's now talk about, okay, why, in my opinion, okay, walking is way more beneficial for fat loss than running. So everybody knows ChatGPT, right? AI. All I did was ask it a simple prompt. I'm just going to read you what ChatGPT says. So I said, how does walking help you burn body fat? First question. Second, I heard that running uses glycogen stores for energy, but walking uses body fat. Is that true? So let's see what ChatGPT says. It says here, yes, right? Short answer, yes. Walking primarily uses body fat for energy, while running releases more stored glycogen, aka carbohydrates. Okay. Now it says here why walking burns more fat. So let's pay attention. It says when you walk at a low to moderate intensity, your body has time to use aerobic metabolism, which releases more fat stores for energy. Okay. Then it says here, walking is in the fat burning zone, typically around 50 to 65% of your maximum heart rate. At this level, fat provides a higher percentage of your fuel. Number 3, it doesn't spike your heart rate too high. So your body doesn't rely on quick burning glycogen. Okay? So once again, I'm a huge fan when it comes to just doing this right here. I think most people are brainwashed to believe that, they got to do burpees and backflips, spend 2 hours in the gym every single day, cut out all their carbohydrates, do intermittent fasting, only eat one meal a day. That just makes things worse, guys. That's going to shut down your metabolism. Like these small little things, it's like, one, it's very easy, you can do. And you need to be brainwashed, right, to believe that, hey, you can do something easy and get maximum results. Because right now, if you feel like it has to be hard, when you start doing something that's easy and sustainable, you're already shooting yourself in the foot because you believe, keyword believe, it has to be hard. You got to change your mindset. That's the foundation for fat loss. But once again, small little tweaks make a world of a difference. Focus on some tweaks that you can make with your training. Focus on some tweaks that you can make with your nutrition. Focus on some tweaks that you can make with your mindset. And I promise you, in the next 90 days, you'll be a completely different person. And I really hope that today's video was valuable, encouraging, and helpful. Once again, if you guys want any more tips, anything to help you out on your specific fat loss journey, because who knows, maybe you just want to look good and feel good taking your shirt off on a hot summer day at the beach. Maybe you want to have more energy. Maybe you want to have more confidence. Maybe you just want to lead better and be a better role model for your kids maybe at home. Whatever your specific goal is, I have a completely free training guide. That's, once again, click on the description down below, just that very first link. Guys, this has been Coach Joe with Heartletics.com. If you have not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, I'd greatly appreciate it if you did. And as always, I'll talk to you in the next episode. Peace out, Girl Scouts.